Did you know that about 100 million Americans suffer from non-alcoholic fatty liver disease? The disease, which is commonly known by the acronym NAFLD, can be triggered by a variety of factors. But there are some preventative measures you can take to avoid falling victim to it. There are vitamins to clean the liver that can help, and they aren't all that hard to add into your routine either. Today we will cover 10 vitamins to clean your fatty liver. Make sure to stay tuned for every entry so you don't miss a potentially life-saving resource. Number 1. Vitamin E. First up on our list we have vitamin E, which has performed remarkably well in testing over the last couple of years in helping with NAFLD. Vitamin E is able to accomplish so much because it is a very potent antioxidant. The antioxidants in our body help out the immune system and sort of zap away foreign intruders like toxins, bacteria, and even parasites. If you are regularly taking vitamin E, you should be able to reduce the antioxidative stress that may be happening in your liver, and it can help clean it out a bit too. Because so much research has gone into the effects vitamin E can have on the liver, though, we've also found some potential drawbacks to leaning on the vitamin too heavily. If you regularly take vitamin E for 2 years or more via tablets, your body may build up a resistance to insulin, which can be a little worrying. Insulin resistance is a key contributor to fatty liver disease, so you are best off cycling on and off vitamin E if you're planning on taking it for an extended period of time. This way, you can get the benefits without any of the drawbacks. Number 2. Vitamin D3. Vitamin D can also be helpful if you're planning on performing a fatty liver cleanse. And specifically, getting more of vitamin D3 could be really good for your liver health. Research hasn't gotten quite as far as some of the other vitamins on this list, but we do know that vitamin D3 can help reduce inflammation. It is able to do this because of a vitamin D receptor located in the liver. When your liver receives D3 vitamins, it is better able to reduce inflammation, which could otherwise put your liver under a lot of strain. Taking pressure off your liver can help you sidestep liver disease as you get older, and gives your liver the time it needs to make repairs and heal. If you do end up suffering from a kind of chronic liver disease, getting more vitamin D3 can help to reduce symptoms and get the situation to a more manageable place. Number 3. Vitamin K2. Next up today, we have the vitamin K2, which has demonstrated an ability to help clean out and even repair the liver in tests. Much like with vitamin E, there is a lot of evidence to suggest that vitamin K2 can be the solution if you are worried about NAFLD or really any kind of chronic liver disease. Vitamin K2 intake has been directly linked to promoting liver function repair for patients with liver cirrhosis, and it seems to be just as valuable in helping with fatty liver disease. If you're wondering how to repair a fatty liver, well, if you aren't drinking alcohol, then it mostly comes down to diet and exercise. Getting vitamins like K2 into your system will also help repair any damage or strain you have already put on your liver, and that can help revitalize the organ as a result. Number 4. Choline. Choline is a vital nutrient that most people probably don't know all that much about. Besides being considered one of the key nutrients to clean the liver, it is also closely associated with keeping your brain sharp and active. It is currently believed, because of all the evidence that has been collected, that choline can help reduce your risk of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. People who develop a choline deficiency are also more at risk of developing fatty liver disease, so there are quite a few reasons to consider adding choline to your regimen for the sake of your liver alone. Choline can be found in foods like fish and poultry, but most studies base their findings on supplements and not choline from dietary consumption. If you go the dietary route, your findings may be a little different as a result. So if you are just trying to help your liver out, it may be best to go to the supplement route on this one. Number 5. Milk thistle. Unlike most of the other entries on today's list, we are still trying to figure out just why milk thistle is so good for our liver. There are some obvious reasons, of course, such as the antioxidant benefits that milk thistle affords us, but there also seems to be more to it than that. Milk thistle is now believed to have a sort of protective quality to it as well, which could also help give your liver a chance to heal. Today, milk thistle is regularly used as a form of complementary therapy for people dealing with issues like NAFLD, and it can even be a valuable aid in helping patients with liver cancer. Milk thistle will reduce a lot of your symptoms and should also prevent further damage to your liver. That makes it a smart choice for people who are just starting to think about their liver health and who don't want to deal with intense pain as a result of their symptoms. Number 6. Curcumin. You can find curcumin in turmeric root, as this ingredient is what gives it its bright orange color. Curcumin has been used in medicine for quite a long time, and today can be found in supplement form pretty easily too. The way that curcumin helps out your liver is by helping improve the BMI, blood pressure, and overall weight of patients with fatty liver disease. We spoke earlier about how diet and exercise are huge contributors to your risk of NAFLD, and that's because weight plays a huge role here. Eating things with curcumin, or getting it via supplementation, can really help you trim down and alleviate pressure that is building on your liver. Weight loss can be a pretty scary thing, mostly because it requires discipline and lifestyle changes stretched over the course of months or even years. Curcumin may not be able to help all on its own, but it will make that journey much more enjoyable. Number 7. Omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 fatty acids have become very popular as a supplement in the last few years, and it doesn't take a detective to see why. Fatty acids may not seem like they would help out with something like a fatty liver, but don't let naming conventions get in the way of a truly great scientific discovery. Fatty acids are able to function in the same way proteins do in our body by improving liver fat. Even just as a substitute to fat-causing foods, omega-3s are valuable because of how nutritious they are. If you're looking for vitamins to clean the liver, there are plenty to be found in a single omega-3 supplement. You can also find omega-3s in oily fish like salmon. Besides helping out the liver, this supplement can help with things like memory, depression, and a whole lot more. Number 8. Probiotics. Compared to other entries today, probiotics have many more unknown variables. This type of food bacteria is usually consumed via fermented foods or drinks like kombucha and kimchi, and sits in your stomach afterward. Probiotics became very popular for promoting positive gut health a few years back, and have been a health craze ever since. Because of that, it was only a matter of time before people began trying to figure out what else this bacteria could do and how else it could help. Because probiotics are able to eliminate the bad stuff like toxins and other kinds of bacteria from your stomach, it helps to clean out your intestines and makes things easier on your liver. Although the liver is able to take care of toxins, and that is its primary function, too much of it can cause that organ to become less effective as the years go by. Adding in a good gut culture through both your diet as well as some probiotics is a really good way to make things a bit easier on your liver. Number 9. Vitamin A. Vitamin A is very important to the liver, and also has a complex relationship with it. If you're getting it in the correct amounts, vitamin A can help you slow the spread of liver damage and disease, and it can really turn the tide on things. We, like many other mammals, store vitamin A in our liver, since it is a fat-soluble vitamin. When we take too much vitamin A, though, it can become toxic and a major problem for our liver. That's why it is sort of a tightrope with vitamin A, and why you have to be sure you are deficient before adding more into your diet. Striking the right balance is pretty important when it comes to several liver-aiding vitamins, and that is never more true than with vitamin A. Number 10. Melatonin. Melatonin is primarily given to people to help them fall asleep at night, but there is a whole lot more to it than just that. Despite some worries, research has shown that melatonin is well tolerated in the liver, and that there isn't an association between it and liver damage. Melatonin can also help with weight reduction, which is a nice preventative measure to take in order to have good long-term liver health. Melatonin also decreases the liver enzymes in research studies when compared to a placebo, meaning it can be effective at treating NAFLD as well. It may not seem like the first supplement you would go for when it comes to liver treatment, but it has done surprisingly well in frequent tests. Here are 2 more videos you may find interesting. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share the video with your friends. And for more interesting videos on health, subscribe to the channel.